Hey guys, back to a new video on dictionary and hash maps. Dictionary and hash maps are the data structures which you actually use while competitive coding. Hash map is nothing but an array or a dictionary itself. What it happens over there is, you will store two elements at the same time in a single memory. That means an element will be mapped onto some memory and you will be knowing at what memory that element is present. That is nothing but the elements are stored in a key value pair manner. So this is the typical representation of a dictionary. Okay, so what is key and what is value? Assume that you want to teach your child that number one in English is represented by O-N-E and number 2 is represented by T-W-O. How will you do that in coding? You cannot simply write if else statements, right? That's why what you will do is, you will use a dictionary. So let me take this dictionary over here. You will instantiate a dictionary by this operation. Either this is a variable is equal to dict. Dict is the keyword followed by parenthesis, or this curly braces. That will represent a dictionary. So how to add elements to the dictionary? That is, how to add key value pairs into the dictionary. If you want to teach your child that number 1 is represented in English alphabet as O-N-E, then you will add D of 1 as 1 and D of 2 as 2. What happens internally? Internally what happens is, D is a dictionary, 1 is the key and O-N-E is the value. Next is 2 is the key and 2 T-W-O is the value. So when you want to access O-N-E or T-W-O, you can access it through D of 1 or D of 2. It need not be in a same manner like ascending or descending manner. It can be anything like this can be 20 and this can be 2. If you take D of 20, this outputs T-W-E-N-T-Y, and if you take D of 2, this will output T-W-O. That's what a dictionary is. It will just map a key to its value in the memory. So you can access the elements in O of one time. It is assumed to be accessed in O of one time, because dictionaries create a hash map internally to store the elements so that you can access the elements in O of 1. How can you access? What's the time complexity of accessing the elements in array or list? It is O of 1, right? Because you can specify the array index and you can get the element in the index in O of 1 time. That is in no time actually. It is constant time actually. So this is what a dictionary is. You can just map a key to a value. That will become a key value pair. And coming to hash maps, I have already discussed about hash maps in my previous videos, right? I just store this in a hash map, I just stored this in a temporary array. That's what a hash map is. Hash map is nothing but a temporary array or a dictionary by itself, in which the keys are the array indexes, that is indices, and the values are the values. Got confused? It's okay, I'll explain. I took an example of the string, right? In anagrams example, just watch the video again and just come back to this if you don't know anagrams. And if you don't know about temporary array of sizes 26. What I did there is, I took a temporary array temp and initialized it with zeros, and I took the size of the array as 26, as I knew that the size, that the number of alphabets in English is 26. What was the output of this? If I had printed this line, the output would be there would be 26 zeros in that array. What are the array indexes? 0, 1, 2, 3, up to 25. 26 was not included, obviously, it's a 0 index array. Okay, so what happened when I tried to insert an element, insert a character A into that? I calculated the odd, right? Odd of ELE minus odd of array, odd of A, alphabet A, gave me a value which was between 0 and 25, both inclusive, 0 and 25. Let me take an example. What is odd of A minus odd of A? Here odd of A means the element is A. I'll take example Akash. The string is Akash, and here I want to store A in a hash map. How can I store A in the hash map? I'll take this operation. Here element for the first time is A. Odd of A minus odd of A is 0. So I'll increment the 0th position in the array by 1. This got updated to 1, right? Okay, now coming to next element, that is K. Order of ORD of K minus ORD of A, around 13 or so, I don't know the value. Let me take it as 13, but it will be a same value for all the computers. So the 0 in the 13th position got updated, got incremented by 1. And now again A. ORD of A minus ORD of A is 0. So the 0th position gets incremented by 1. 1 became 2. AKA. Then S. This is around 19 or so. I don't know the value. That position, let me take it as 19. It got updated to 1. And even H around 8. I don't think. E, F, G, let it be. It got updated to 1. So when I printed the temporary array now, the array was 2, 0, 0, and at 8th index or else the H's index it was 1, like that. So what I did there is I have just mapped the characters onto a hash map so that I can get the value or the frequency of that character in O of 1 time. If I would have to search the frequency of A in this string, it would take me O of n, because I should have done a linear search over the array. And if I wanted to find the frequency of every such element, it would be n square, because I should have implemented 2 loops, one from the starting index and the second from the start index plus 1 till the end, right, to get the frequencies of each and every alphabet. But using the hash map, I can reduce that to O of n, as filling up the hash map takes O of n time. You have to linearly scan the string once, and you have to update the hash map. That will take O of n time, and hash map will take O of n memory space. It will take extra space, that is O of n, that is linear memory space. The n is the length of the alphabets, English alphabets. It doesn't matter O of n or O of n square. If you take 2D matrix, if you take a 2-dimensional matrix or 2-dimensional array, the memory space will be O of n square. Even in recursion stack, the memory space will be O of n, because it's linear. You don't take 2-dimensional list or arrays to store them. So that's what hash map and list does. You will use the concept of hash map and dictionaries a lot. Trust me, you will use it a lot in competitive programming or in programming questions where you need to do some complex operations, but you don't get that much time to complete your program. I mean, to execute your program. The computer will specify this has to be done in this amount of time. This has to be done in this amount of time. If you follow a brute force approach, your test case won't pass. At that time, you will use hash maps and dictionary. That's what a hash map and dictionary does. Those are easy concepts actually. Just go through the syntax, how to add an element into the dictionary, how to delete an element, how to update the element, and nesting of dictionaries. Dictionaries can be nested to any level. Like you can put a dictionary inside a dictionary inside a dictionary inside a dictionary up to n levels. You can do it n number of times. There is no limit on nesting the dictionary. You can take hash maps of any size. Like you can even take n square hash maps. Let the n might be 1 lakh, but it should fit in your memory. That's what the case. If you are using a 32-bit computer, if you are using a 64-bit computer, it doesn't matter. But your RAM size, it should fit in your memory. That's what the edge case over there. If you take care of those things, you are done. Then you are good to do competitive programming. Okay, if you like this video, just hit that like button. Comment on this video about what will be the next concept you want me to explain. What are the concepts or what are the questions you are getting doubt. Let me just know about those in the comment section. Please subscribe my channel. My channel name has been changed from Crack the Code to Codersight due to SEO issues. Now, if you search Codersight in YouTube or in Google, my channel will be the first channel to pop out and my videos will be the first of all the videos to pop out. So, make use of it, right? It's an advantage. Okay guys, see you in the next video. Thank you.